Listen carefully, because I'm about to betray my own gender and tell you 7 psychological tricks that women use to control men's minds. I'm a woman, and I'm going to share manipulation tactics that most women would never admit to using. Before I expose these secrets, hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and drop a comment telling me what city you're watching from. I want to see how far this truth is reaching. You think you're making your own decisions in relationships, but she's been controlling your thoughts the entire time. These are psychological weapons that women use to own your mind, and you never see them coming. Trick number 1. The emotional validation trap. We seek constant reassurance about our feelings, appearance, and decisions. We ask, "Do you think I'm pretty?" Or, "Do you love me more than your ex?" Here's what's really happening. We're training you to be our emotional supplier. We make you feel needed through calculated vulnerability designed to hook you. We create addiction where you become invested in maintaining our emotional state. This works because men are programmed to protect and provide comfort. You mistake our neediness for genuine connection, but we're creating false intimacy that puts you in charge of managing our emotions. Result: you become emotionally exhausted, constantly reassuring us. Your value ties to how well you manage our states. We control your mood through our emotions. Trick number 2. Strategic intermittent reinforcement. We give hot and cold behavior that seems random, sometimes loving, sometimes distant, unpredictable responses to the same behaviors from you. Mixed signals keep you guessing. This creates psychological addiction similar to gambling. Your brain hooks on the uncertainty of our responses. You work harder for attention during cold periods. Intermittent rewards create stronger attachment than consistent love. This is variable ratio reinforcement, most powerful behavioral conditioning. Creates obsessive thoughts and compulsive behavior. You become addicted to winning our approval. Result: you obsess over analyzing our moods. Walk on eggshells avoiding cold periods. Your self-worth depends on our variable responses. Trick number 3. The innocent question interrogation. We use casual questions that seem like normal conversation. How was your day? Who did you talk to? What time did you leave? Innocent interest that gradually increases in detail and frequency. We're gathering intelligence while appearing caring, building a complete picture of your activities, thoughts, relationships, creating a baseline to detect any changes immediately. This uses your desire to share against you, makes surveillance feel like intimacy, creates disclosure habits without conscious awareness. Result: complete privacy loss disguised as closeness. We know your patterns, weaknesses, vulnerabilities. Any routine deviation becomes obvious. You self-monitor without realizing. Trick number 4. Emotional mirroring and mimicry. We adopt your interests, hobbies, and preferences. Agree with opinions and values. Copy communication style. Seems like your perfect match in everything. This creates false compatibility and soulmate connection. Makes you feel understood by using your own interests to hook you. Builds artificial intimacy through manufactured similarity. Based on mirroring neurons and rapport building, people attract to those seeming similar. Creates subconscious familiarity and safety. Triggers bonding through perceived compatibility. Result: you believe you found the perfect match, but attached to someone who doesn't exist. Our real personality emerges only after securing commitment. Hard to leave because you're attached to a mirrored version. Trick number 5. The helpless damsel strategy. We show consistent inability to handle basic tasks. Frequent crises requiring your rescue. I don't know how, or I can't figure this out. About things we could easily handle. Strategic incompetence in your expertise areas. This triggers masculine provider and protector instincts. Makes you feel valuable, needed, superior. Creates dependency where we appear to need you. Exploits male programming to rescue and provide. Makes you feel indispensable. Creates addiction to being a hero. Positions us as vulnerable, needing protection. Result: you become responsible for managing our lives. Your value ties to rescue and provision. We avoid developing independence. Relationship become one-sided caretaking. Trick number 6. Social proof manipulation. We mention other men showing interest. Talk about male friends, coworkers, admirers, stories about being approached or complimented. Social media interactions with multiple men you can see. This creates competition, anxiety, and loss fear. Makes you work harder securing our attention. Uses other men's interest, increasing our perceived value. Triggers jealousy and possessive behaviors. Based on scarcity principle and competition instincts. Men value what other men want. Creates commitment urgency before losing us. Activates mate guarding responses. Result: constant anxiety about losing us to others. Overinvestment, competing with imaginary rivals. Jealousy, we can then criticize. Your value feels dependent on beating other men. Trick number 7. The future fantasy projection. We have detailed discussions about your future together. Plans for trips, living situations, major events, when we get married, or when we have kids conversations. Creating shared goals early. This creates emotional investment in an imaginary future. Makes you feel chosen in our long-term plans. Uses your hopes, creating attachment. Builds sunk cost fallacy through planning. People attach to things they've mentally invested in. Future planning creates a relationship security feeling. Shared dreams create artificial bonding. Leaving feels like abandoning your future. Result: deep investment based on an imaginary future. Hard to leave because attached to plans. We can withdraw promises as punishment. Current happiness ties to promised future rewards. These target male vulnerabilities you can't logic out of. Your evolutionary programming gets used against you. Desire to be needed becomes weakness. Competition instincts triggered. Problem-solving mentality used against logical thinking. Social conditioning makes you more vulnerable, taught to be supportive and available. Pressure to be understanding. Criticized for jealousy or control. Expected to work for relationships. Each trick reinforces others. Multiple manipulation streams create comprehensive control. Backup systems ensure continued control. Layered approach prevents detecting individual techniques. If you recognize these patterns, you're not paranoid. You're seeing manipulation that's been happening all along. Recognition is the first step to protection. Your value doesn't depend on meeting someone else's emotional needs. Healthy relationships don't require psychological manipulation. You deserve honesty, not mind games. Understanding these tricks makes you immune to control. You can choose conscious relationships. Your awareness gives power to set boundaries and demand authenticity.